how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty alright. I'm quite excited to start this new Naruto journey and see what has happened. I know that there's a time jump now, about like 3 years maybe, round about that, because that's how long they had till Sasuke was going to be taken over by Orochimaru, right? So I'm assuming it's about that much time. I'm not expecting anything too serious for these next couple of episodes, just kind of chilled village vibes. I expect the first episode will be just like what everybody has been up to, how everybody's doing, that kind of thing, chilled village vibes. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. So to my great surprise, the season starts at full throttle with an older Naruto and Sakura frantically searching a building for Sasuke. He then blows up said building and makes one of those grand entrances that he loves so much. You know, Sasuke thinks he's so cool and emo. But just in case I thought things were going to be fast-paced, we jump into flashbacks. And yes, the flashbacks are still too long. And yes, I get why they're needed in a new series, but this still feels like a lot.
俺を殺さなかった。それで断ち切ったつもりかよ。サスケ！あいつに聞かされたやり方に従って力を手にするのが尺だっただけだ。お前の命は俺の気まぐれで助かっただけだということだ。
Okay guys, I was not expecting all of this right off the jump. I was expecting chilled village vibes. And instead, we're already asking Sasuke why he didn't kill us. I was not ready for this level of like intensity. I thought there was going to be more of a gradual build-up. But of course Sasuke is lying, right? He's saying that I didn't kill you on a whim. I just didn't want to make Itachi happy or whatever. But we know it's because you love him. Sure, part of him is happy to see Sasuke again, happy to see Naruto again. But then, you know, he has spent the last couple of years with Orochimaru and his whole gang, and that is a very toxic, negative influence, I'm sure. So it's entirely possible that in the time that he's been away, that he doesn't even remember truthfully how he felt when he almost killed Naruto. The regret and the sadness that he felt at that time. You can rewrite your own history sometimes and just the way you perceive your own past. And perhaps he has convinced himself that there was no real reason that he did not try to kill Naruto. Because even though Naruto didn't die the first time, he could have killed him again, right? He left him unconscious. He could have just stabbed him if he wanted. But he didn't, because he loves him. But he really could have convinced him in that time that he just didn't feel like it. He just didn't want to give it to Itachi. Sasuke moves super fast to be at Naruto's side in the blink of an eye, giving us a taste of how far he's come in the last couple of years. He threatens to kill Naruto once again on a whim. Damn it, he's looking very cool and I don't appreciate it. In Naruto's inner world, he faces the fox who is in some kind of bubble form that makes my skin crawl. Like, why is this happening? I don't like it. He's not made of bubblegum and soda pop. He tempts our young hero to break the seal on him, and Naruto seems like he wants to do it, and that seems like a bad idea. But why would he take such an extreme step when they haven't even begun fighting yet? Is he that desperate to defeat Sasuke? And even if he does defeat Sasuke, if Sasuke doesn't want to come back to the village, there's no point. And then, to my shock, Sasuke is in there too, holding his palm up to the fox with all that Uchiha bravado.
その動力とわし以上にまがまがしいチャクラ、かつての内葉マダラと同じだな。
知るかよ、そんなやつ。
Okay guys, so I was already feeling like we were starting at 100% and now we've just moved on to like 120%. Because what do you mean Sasuke is talking directly to the nine-tailed fox inside of Naruto? That's crazy. this Sharingan is really capable of a lot more than I initially thought. To think that it was just like our first idea of it was like a copying thing. It's like mental magic. But anyways, we learned a lot of things from just this short interaction between Sasuke and the fox, right? Number one, the fox knows about the Uchihas and the Sharingan and refers to them as a cursed clan. So, is the curse referring to how they all got killed by one of them, or is there truly a curse upon the Uchihas that maybe it was like an exchange for this intense power of the Sharingan? Sharingan is seeming a little bit like an unfair advantage, to be honest. The second thing is that Sasuke says to the fox, "So are you Kyubey?" And I'm pretty sure that the fox inside of Naruto is named Kurama. So does that mean that the Uchihas have some whole past with some other nine-tailed fox? So how many of these great beasts, the nine-tailed fox and stuff, are they out there in the world of Naruto? Or is there like one lineage of nine-tailed fox? So maybe Kyubey is Kurama's dad or something like that. Well, also it is notable that the fox knows who Madara Uchiha is. Second thing, Sasuke says that he doesn't know who that guy is, and he's just doing the whole arrogant thing, right? Because he must know who he is. There's a giant statue of Madara in that village where he fought Naruto. So I'm assuming he was a pretty notable individual in the village. And as an Uchiha, Sasuke seems like he would know, right? The most notable members of his family. He seems like the type. He's very proud of his clan and stuff. So I'm assuming he's lying. This is very good, like, planting of seeds for the future of Madara Uchiha. Because now I'm anticipating him from episode 1 before the intro has even begun. So now we're back to the ordinary present, and I both appreciate and hate that tantalizing snippet of what is to come. And now we're getting the vibes I was initially expecting. Konohamaru and his crew are busy being menaces while trying to catch a cat. It's the same cat Team 7 caught back in the day, and yeah, this cat really doesn't want to stay with this woman. 2.5 years after leaving, Jiraiya and Naruto come back without much fanfare. As they walk into the village, it's really brought into perspective how large the door is to the village. I don't think I ever really noticed that before. We see Sakura being quite friendly with Konohamaru and his team, and it's nice to see her being so friendly and relaxed. I hope this time has been good for her. And I do like Naruto's black and orange outfit change, and of course he looks bigger and older, and I am gonna miss his cute little face. Sometimes he looked so adorable in his oversized clothing.
久しぶり、さくらちゃん。
あんた、私より背高くなったんじゃない？
あ、ほんとだ。
どう？私、少しは女らしくなっちゃった？
大丈夫。全然変わってないってばよ。
I would have liked for their reunion to be a little bit cuter. Like, not cuter, but more sentimental. Like, maybe a hug there as well. I think it's good that Naruto didn't rush in to hug her, but I think she should have hugged him. And shame he really doesn't know what to say to a teenage girl who's asking, do I look more womanly now? Poor guy. But yeah, I think that they've done a good job in terms of like art in making them grown up. Both of them seem more grown up. I don't have too much comments to say about the way that they look. All their style changes is pretty similar to what they had before. Nothing is dramatic. Like Gaara's new outfit from what he had before, that was a dramatic change. Both of these two are still in the same realm, you know? I like these vibes, these Leaf Village vibes. This is what I was expecting in the beginning, instead we got thrown into a whole drama that I wasn't expecting. But now I want to know what happens next with that. Right now, you got me all excited and then just dropped me off to be like, oh, let's go back to the village now. Konohamaru does the sexy jutsu and Naruto is all, I'm grown up now and don't do those kind of jutsu, and neither should you. I wonder how much of a personality change we're going to see in Naruto. How much maturing could he really have done in the company of Jiraiya?
このハマる俺ってばもうガキじゃないんだお前もそんな術をやってるようじゃダメだってばよそんな術では生ぬるいってばよ見よ新開発した俺の新エロ忍術このバカ
I knew it. Sakura is me in this moment. I enjoyed the little insert of her training with Tsunade. She's definitely going to be much tougher after that. We see Shikamaru and Temari, and look how handsome Shikamaru is, and how sweet to see these two together, getting along. Tsunade wants to see how far Naruto has come, and so she has prepared an opponent for him. And it's Kakashi Sensei! And Naruto seals his position as Sensei's favorite by bringing him the not even out yet new Makeout Tactics book. I wish I liked anything as much as Kakashi likes these books. Sakura and Naruto are both going to face Kakashi, and I like this way of testing their progress. Are we going to see the return of the Beltist? And Naruto kind of slyly asks Shikamaru if him and Temari are on a date. And he assures them that they are not. They are just working together planning the upcoming Chunin exams, Temari acting as an ambassador to the Sand Village while Shikamaru works on behalf of the Leaf Village. And it is very interesting to see how close they've become. By that I mean the relations between the two villages, not just Shikamaru and Temari themselves, but it's good to see that the villages are still working together closely. And Neji is already a Jonin, which is not surprising from our golden boy. He really has a special place in my heart. I mean, Konkuro and Temari are also Jonin, and that's very impressive. But you know, Neji is like my guy. But Temari is definitely my favorite Kunoichi so far. We'll see if some more get introduced. But if I had to pick anyone that would be Jonin, it would be those three. And Lee, if Lee hadn't been injured, because I imagine that Lee would have needed to do work just to get back to where he was before getting hurt. Unless he could take the exams while intoxicated. But thinking about it, I don't think you take an exam to become a Jonin. You just get promoted through excellence. So maybe that drunk thing doesn't really qualify, unless he would be drunk all the time. That's just not healthy, and he is still a teenager. It is fun to see how much they've all grown. And, you know, just thinking about it, it's insane how much we grow during our teenage years. Like, that's really... The size difference between like 12 and 16 can be huge. I mean, now that I'm like a grown-up for a long time, it's been ages since I've had some kind of significant physical change. And Gaara is a Kazekage. That's incredible. Isn't he a little young? He's definitely strong enough, and if they just choose the Kage based on the strongest person, then yes. But it comes, like, being the leader of a village comes with a lot of other stuff too. So I'm interested to see how much his maturity has changed. And I don't mean that to say that he was immature, just that it requires a lot of like knowledge and like wisdom and rational thinking in order to be the leader of a village. You know, there's a lot of dynamics involved in that. So well done, Gaara. Let's see how you do, because he's what, 15? So that's, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. And Jiraiya warns Kakashi that things are moving now and that he's returning Naruto to him as promised. We see our Kazekage in a meeting, and I'm happy to know that the Sand Village has adopted the same training program as the Leaf Village. I don't think we learned too much about their training program, but I'm guessing it was intense because our 3 Sand Ninjas were always surprised when the Leaf Senseis were kind. And the Sand Village is doing everything they can to shield against the Akatsuki, but I have a feeling it's not going to work. And what is this new witchcraft? Oh, there's always so many new jutsu to discover. We see 2 Akatsuki heading for the Sand Village, and they use the word Jinchuriki to refer to Gaara. These are the hosts of the tailed demons, so that means Naruto is one too.
なんせ相手は一尾だからな。
Is it bad that I immediately was like, oh, Sukuna! What is it eating? What is in the bag? I can't wait to see some cool new jutsu! As per usual, Kakashi is late for his meeting with Sakura and Naruto. They return to that same training spot from the beginning of the series, and Kakashi comes right out and says, yeah, you know, last time we had Sasuke and now we don't. And there's a moment of silence and pain for Sasuke, our fallen colleague. And it is the bell test again. This time they have until the next day to retrieve them. And to show how seriously Sensei is taking him of this, he lifts his headband to reveal his Sharingan. We still don't know how he came to have it in the first place. You know, considering that I've watched like 100 episodes of Naruto, there's still a lot of information that we just don't have. Meanwhile, in the village hidden in the sand,
黒い衣に赤い雲模様。まさか。
Now isn't this some epic music? Oh, it's about to be real cool, isn't it? Though I don't want the Sand Village to be damaged, I don't want any of them to get hurt. I'd prefer that it was a different village. I'd almost prefer that the Akatsuki went somewhere else to start things off. And oh man, that guy from before killed the guards. One of these Akatsuki clearly has some kind of mind magic. We end with Naruto charging in and Sakura being kind of surprised. I hope they get the bells in the end through cooperation and teamwork. Naruto uses shadow clones and a giant shuriken, and it seems like Kakashi has him, but Naruto is being clever with the clones, and Sensei's eyes soften as he's faced with how much Naruto has grown. It's a sweet moment. Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Shizune are watching from nearby, and they're pleased too. Oh, look what a good fighter this teenage boy is becoming. So with this Akatsuki guy, I think the Sand Ninja was his follower this whole time, and he hid those memories so that the ninja would be an effective mole. A very useful technique in this ninja stealth shinobi world that they will live in.
そろそろいいか。よし、できたぞ。
He referred to it as a sculpture, so perhaps that stuff is clay? That is incredibly useful.
どこでもないならしたー！
なんつうバカ力だ。
My reaction to that is just the same as Kakashi's. Wow, what incredible strength Sakura has. I mean, we've kind of seen hints before that she's very strong. She's very good at punching. She's given Naruto some very good punches in the past. And now, she's like a little Tsunade. I like that. You know, I think I may be more curious about how Sakura has developed more than Naruto and Sasuke, because we already have so many seeds for what Naruto and Sasuke are going to become. But we don't have as much for Sakura. We've seen her deliver some pretty hectic punches to Naruto, so it's not that surprising that she's so strong, though I wasn't expecting her to be able to break the ground quite like that. but I like to see it. I want to see more badass moments from her. Truly badass, like Naruto has had, like Sasuke has had, Lee and Neji, Choji, like something like that for Sakura as well, like soon. Gosh, look at what she did to the ground, guys. Well done, Sakura. We love to see it. Using flashbacks and some internal Kakashi monologue, we see how much the young shinobi have improved, especially Naruto, who was famous for his lack of stealth techniques. And of course, Sensei's mind is on the book burning a hole in his bag, but Naruto and Sakura aren't giving him any time to do some light reading. He uses an illusion of Sasuke to see if he can unnerve him, as he did to Sakura before, but they both stay strong. And it's a little sad that Kakashi's image of Sasuke is now outdated. Like, this is 13-year-old Sasuke. He's still the kid from 2 years prior. Naruto still uses a shadow clone to do the Rasengan, and I was kind of expecting him to no longer need to do that. But of course, it is a very advanced technique. It's something only the 4th Hokage and Jiraiya use, I believe. So I get it. I love seeing how pleased Kakashi is by Sakura and Naruto's improvements. He's giving such strong, proud dad vibes. I'm interested to see going forward how much both of them have changed personality-wise, or if there will be any changes at all. I'm beginning to think the stuff this Deidara guy is using is more like paper than clay, because of the look of these spiders and because of the sound the bird makes as it flaps its wings. He uses the spiders to take out the sentinels and infiltrate the village, but he's immediately met by Gaara. Yeah man, don't mess with the Kazekage. Deidara flees Gaara's sand through the winding streets of the city, alerting the villagers to his presence. This whole scene is very cool, and once again I love how distinct the environment of the Sand Village is in comparison to that of the Leaf Village. It seems like the Akatsuki shinobi is after something in particular, as he says almost there, but the sand is a real obstacle in his way. And that is what happens when you fight someone who can control sand in the village hidden in the sand. I continue to be very impressed by Gaara's ability, and he's such a little guy, but he's so strong. I love him so much. He's one of my favorites now for sure. At first I thought this Akatsuki guy was wearing something on his face, but it looks a bit like that is like in his face, not on his face. But I may be wrong about that as well. I haven't really gotten a good look at him yet. I'm so keen to see them like fight these Akatsuki guys, because I know that they must be badass. And when the fighting is good in Naruto, it's really good. Kakashi makes the comment that if one of Sakura's blows were to connect with him, he'd be out. And that's really saying something. She's definitely a mini Tsunade. I'd love to see her combine the strength with some cool taijutsu. Sensei does some super fast hand signs and comes at them with a fireball attack. Things are getting real serious now. And then he uses Earth Style, and then the return of the water dragons. Ah man, Kakashi can be so cool sometimes. Seeing Kakashi use multiple styles all one after the other like that is not only very cool, but it's so interesting to see how valuable it would be to utilize and master various different styles and use them all together with each other. It reminds me of when the Hokages were fighting, like Hiruzen and the reanimated Hokages. They did things like that, right? They were using multiple different kinds of jutsu, fighting all together. And I also wonder if it is just the Sharingan that allows Kakashi to use all of these jutsu and to copy them. Like, does the Sharingan just copy, or does it require skill within the user? It must require skill within the user too, right? And if so, it does say something about Kakashi, that he's able to progress so much with Kakagenkai that is not even his, right? And Itachi said that like his body is not suited to using the Sharingan. That's why it takes out so much from him. I hope we get to see more of Kakashi's journey to getting where he is now in terms of his ability.
っていたけど、シャリンガンってとんでもない代物ね。
ああ。
けどそれ以上に先生の韻を結ぶスピード。
ああ、まったく。カカシ先生ってばやっぱむちゃくちゃ強えってばよ。経験も俺たちよがずっと豊富だし。
でも、カカシ先生にだって弱点はあるはずよ。
He certainly does sound very impressive. Naruto thinks he's figured out Sensei's weakness, and I bet it has something to do with his desperate need to find out what happens next in Makeout Tactics. Which, by the way, is a terrible name for a romance series.
正面から突っ込んでくるなんて。
イチャイチャタクティクスの最後のオチは
何ネタバラシ荒いしまったシャリンガのせいで口の動きだけで言葉が分かっちまう
忍者は裏の裏を読むべしってね
先
生やられたぜ
That is very funny that is how they ended up doing it. I knew it would be something to do with Makeout Tactics. Very clever thinking on Naruto's part, some psychological ninja manipulation. It's a very good skill to have, I imagine, in their line of work. Kakashi totally abandons everything he's supposed to do, and he even closes his eyes. That is funny. I do like these elements of comedy in Naruto. Back in the Sand Village, Deidara's bird is very fast and agile, and Gaara is struggling to catch it. He uses controlled bird explosives to judge the speed of Gaara's sand. At least that's what I think he's doing. We all know how the sand acts to protect Gaara, so the explosives don't hit him, and that creepy sand eye appears while he's encased in the sand. The episode ends with Gaara initiating an attack to seal the guy in sand. It's like a giant clawed hand. And man, Gaara's abilities are so cool. I'm very curious to see how this particular fight is going to unfold. Gaara is a very difficult character to defeat. We already know that, and he's so durable. You know, he's so tough. I don't know. Other than exhausting him, that's like the only thing you can really do to Gaara, I feel like. But of course, we know that the Akatsuki are very strong, so I'm just assuming that this Deidara guy is very impressive himself. What level of success is he going to have in this attack on the Sand Village? And why are they attacking the Sand Village? What do they even want with it? Is this like a Orochimaru type, I just want to see the world burn kind of agenda? I don't think so. Do they also want the Sand Spirit in the same way that they wanted the Nine-Tailed Fox? That could be it. I did enjoy these episodes as an introduction to back into the world of Naruto. I feel like they did a good job by starting off with retaking the bell test for Sakura and Naruto. I expected to see Sasuke by now, other than that first clip in the beginning where we get to see what's going to happen. Just to check in on him in the Sound Village. Do they have a whole ass village for the Sound Ninjas? I don't know. I am intending to cover more episodes in the future, especially now while I'm at the beginning of this series. But this week was just a bad week for me because they're doing construction in the apartment next to mine and just too much noise. It's just too much noise to record a video. It's too much noise for me to live in peace, to be quite honest. And I work from home, so it's just constant hammering in my head. But anyways, how do you feel about the Japanese clips? I don't know why, but I just started watching this season, the series in Japanese. I think I just wanted to see what it was like. And normally in my videos, I include English clips so that you don't have to be you don't have to have your eyes on the screen in order to listen to the video. So that's why I usually include English clips, even if I watched it in Japanese. So let me know if you would prefer English clips. It's such a weird thing because I think I prefer Sasuke, Sakura, maybe even a bit of Naruto and Kakashi in Japanese, but I don't really like Jiraiya and Tsunade's voice as much as the English ones, I think. There's a weird balance. I also liked Gaara's English more, I think. So, would it be weird if I watch some episodes in Japanese and some episodes in English? Is that weird? Is that unhinged? I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, that's it for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, all of those things. I hope that you have a good day. I hope that you have a good week. See you in the next one. I'm Kayla. Bye.